Alright, guys. Today we're going to be drinking cat shit. I've been kind of putting this video off for a while, to be honest. I bought this a few months back. Or, yeah, I think it's been about 2 months or so. It's been sitting here. The reason I actually been putting it off is because honestly, I've been kind of lazy. I mean, this would probably take less than a lot of those cooking videos that I do. But, I don't know. So my plan is to make this cat shit coffee, which I'll talk about in a few. And I also want to make some regular coffee, and we're going to drink them black. I do not like black coffee, but I would like to be able to tell if this stuff is actually as good as it's supposed to be. And then I probably will go ahead and add creamer and stuff and taste them both and see, what the difference is, if there is a difference. So, like I said, cat shit coffee. It's also known as civet coffee, and it's also known as Kaya Kopi. I might have, or Luwak. Kaya Kopi Luwak. I may have pronounced that wrong. This is the sticker. So basically, for this coffee, there is a animal called the civet, which is, I think, related to cats, which is why it's called cat shit coffee. But, I'm not really sure about that too much. Anyway, they eat this berry and coffee ground thingy. I think it's a berry and it turns into coffee. I don't know. I probably should have done a little more research before I started this video. But basically, yeah, they eat this coffee bean and that's all they eat. And then they shit it out and people go and collect it and clean it and grind it up and make coffee out of it. This is also, it was the most expensive coffee in the world. Now there's another more expensive coffee that I found, and it's like elephant shit coffee, and that's extremely expensive. I'll probably never try it on this channel unless somehow I blow up and actually start making money on here. Then maybe I'll order that, but it's extremely expensive. This was also pretty expensive. So when you order this, also I want to say that the company that I bought this from, it is humanely done. They're not in cages or anything. They're free roaming on a big plantation or whatever, and they just eat the berries and then they just collect them. They're not like fenced in or anything, if I remember right. So we have a authenticity guarantee. This is to certify that the Kopi Luwak coffee that you have purchased from Kaya Kopi is guaranteed to be authentic, wild, and organic. This coffee is sourced from the finest coffee plantations in Indonesia, ingested by wild Asian palm civets, and carefully hand processed by local harvesters. Certificate number, I'm not reading that, it's a long ass number. Name of the farm is Three Mountain Coffee, and the company's address, and I'm not going to even try to pronounce that. But if you'd like to see it, it's not really wanting to focus, but there's that. Alright, so this has two sides to it. We'll read this side. Congratulations, you are now in possession of the rarest coffee on earth. Like I said, I don't believe it's the rarest coffee anymore. I think the elephant shit coffee is more rare and more expensive. But at one point this was, and maybe it still is. I don't know. I've seen that price of the elephant shit one, and they're like thousands of dollars for just a small bag of it. You are now in possession of the rarest coffee on earth. Kaya Kopi Luwak comes from the Pangilinan Highlands of West Java. I probably butchered that. Indonesia. Our beans are organically grown and follow fair trade international best practices. Our farm is 1,437 meters above sea level, resulting in a full-bodied yet balanced brew. Kaya Kopi Luwak is intensely aromatic and flavorful. It is smooth and earthy with a hint of chocolate. with a hint of chocolate and a clean aftertaste. You may also notice some fruity citrus undertones depending on the harvest season. Our coffee bags are made from recycled materials and coated with the high-grade barrier to protect against UV lighting. So I don't really care about the coffee bags. I don't think I have one. Oh wait, yes I do. It's what the coffee is stored in. So I guess I'll finish reading that. Our package reflects on our effort to provide the highest quality coffee at the lowest cost. No gimmicks. Once open, you can keep your fresh beans in the original packaging by folding and securing the bag. Well, I won't need to do that because I bought just enough to make 1 cup because it's pretty expensive, guys. And then this is just tells me how to make the coffee. Now, I do not have a coffee grinder, so I'm just going to put it in the food processor, and hopefully that works out for me. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm just going to make my coffee the way I normally make it. So yeah, and this really says, enjoy your coffee, preferably without milk, cream, or sugar to really get the good taste. So that's why I want to try it black. I don't like black coffee, but I like really sweet coffee, I won't lie. So, here's what it comes in. And I got the medium roast. They had light roast, medium roast, dark roast. I think they had another roast, and they had a honey process roast. And I was going to get the honey process, but I figured we'll just go with the medium. And it says it's 10 grams and country of origin Indonesia. So, yeah, this is only 10 grams. This is enough for 1 cup of coffee, and that is it. And this was like $12 or $13. And so, yeah, that's extremely expensive because, you know, even for like fancy coffees, like I think Death Wish coffee, it's like about 15 to 20 bucks, but you get a full thing and you can make a bunch of coffee. This is $12 and you only get 1 cup of coffee out of it. Alright guys, so sorry for the long intro. I just thought I'd give you a little bit of information about this, and I wanted to read these off. So let's get into this. We're going to go ahead and brew up some cat shit coffee, and we're going to brew up some normal coffee. I'm not sure what I have in the over there. It's my roommates. I don't drink coffee very often, so I'm going to go ahead and use some of their coffee, and we're going to get 2 cups out, and yeah, we'll get into this. Alright guys, so our basic coffee is just going to be Folgers Classic Roast, and I'm going to be putting it into this cup, well, this mug. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and make this, and then while this is brewing, I'll go ahead and try to grind up the cat shit beans, if you will. Alright guys, so we have our regular coffee brewing over there, and it smells really good. I love the smell of coffee. I'm going to go ahead and plug in this processor, and hopefully this works. I'm not so sure it's going to, because I don't know if it's going to get it as ground up as it needs to be. But we're going to go ahead and open up our cat shit beans. I just like calling it cat shit beans, it's funny. Plus, I don't really know how to pronounce the Kopi. That's probably how you pronounce it. But I'm going to give these beans a sniff. Yeah, they smell like shit. No, they don't. They smell like coffee beans. They do have a fruity aroma to them, though. I'll show you guys what they look like. So, this is what they look like. And this came out of a civet's ass. Alright, so yeah, so I'm a little worried this is not going to work. And if it's not, I'm not sure how to do this because I don't have a coffee grinder. And that's all you get for $12. So let's go ahead and see if this is going to work. I highly doubt it's going to. Alright guys, so I think we're getting somewhere. They're definitely more ground up. I'm going to continue doing this for a little bit longer, see if I can get them ground up a little more, but then I'm going to put them into a bowl and I'm going to find something and start crushing them. In the meantime, though, we do have our regular coffee done, so I'm going to go ahead and pour it into here. That way it can cool down a little bit because I don't want to burn my mouth. You know what? That actually did a pretty good job. It seems to be pretty well grounded. There's a few bigger pieces in there, but you know what? I think we're going to go ahead and just put it in there. Alright guys, so cat shit coffee's in there, water's in there, it's going. And we are going to put the cat shit coffee into a Hello Kitty mug. Alright guys, so it's done. It's very light. I'm worried about that. I might have made too much, but I did just put a cup of water in there. Yeah, well, it's looking darker now. Okay, cool. That looks about right. It's a medium roast. Let's go ahead and try this out. We have our Folgers Classic Roast in here. And we have our cat shit in here. That's what they look like. This one may be a little bit more darker, and it could be because of the beans, but also it could be because of how much coffee I put into it. I usually don't make coffee, and when I do, I don't make just one cup, so. Alright guys, let's go ahead and try this out black, and then we're definitely going to try this out with some creamer and stuff as well. So, to start off, I will say, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to describe these flavors that well, especially when it's black, because it's just going to taste gross and bitter to me, personally. But I'm going to do my best. But also, like, when I add the creamer, it's going to taste like the flavor of the creamer and stuff, so. Alright. So I'm going to try to take a sip of this without burning my mouth. Let's see if we can do that. This is the Folgers. Yeah, gross, guys. Ew. It's bitter. I mean, I don't mind black coffee. I don't like it. But I would say that I probably could drink it on a cold day if it's all I had. I didn't have any creamer. But yeah, to me, this just tastes like bitter. Like, just bitterness. I don't know how else to describe it. Yeah, not good. And that's not because it's Folgers and stuff. Folgers is fine. It's just I don't like black coffee, so I'm not the best to judge this, to be honest. Now, this one I do have to be careful with because this one just came out of the pot. This one cooled down a little bit, so. This one smells, you know what, though? This one might be good black. It has a fruity smell to it. And they even said you might get a hint of fruitiness in the thing. Yeah, and that just smells like coffee. Alright, let's go ahead and try this one. Yeah, that's super hot. Wait. Guys. Yeah, so this is not bad black at all. It's not super bitter. It does have bitterness to it. It's not like it's, you know, it's not sweet. But it's not extremely bitter, so it's like disgusting. I actually think if I was to drink coffee black, I would definitely pick this. I mean, I can't afford it. Extremely expensive, you know, like I said, $12 for just one cup of it. I think like a normal bag of coffee, like a normal size bag of coffee, is like $100, if I remember right. And I also know that it can get more expensive from different brands, different regions. But just the website that I got it off of, yeah, I think it's like $100 for a smaller, like 12-ounce bag, I think it is. And then, like it says, like $12 per cup. So I want to say I do taste the fruitiness of it. I can't describe the fruit, and it is very faint. But it's honestly extremely good. Honestly, I don't even know if I'm gonna add creamer. Um, I don't think it would do too much for it, to be honest. Like, yeah, it would make it taste even better because sweet. I like my coffee extra sweet. Um, but yeah, I think honestly, I'm just gonna review it as it is, no creamer. As for this though, I'm not gonna waste it. I will probably go ahead and put it into another, like a different little container. I'll add some creamer and milk and all that stuff, and I'll drink it as an iced coffee either later or tomorrow so that it don't go to waste. But yeah, so let's get on to this little ending of this video. So the cat shit coffee, I am actually going to give this a 10 out of 10. I really am. I think, and the reason I'm giving it a 10 is because, like, I can't drink black coffee. Like, I literally can't. It's gross to me. It's super bitter. And this I can actually drink, and I think it does taste pretty good. So that means a lot because I can't stand black coffee. So I think it does deserve a 10. So, subscribe, share, like, and comment. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm going to enjoy my cat shit.